Hey guys, it is Andrea, and today I am coming at you with my plan with me for the week of January 21st to the 27th. I actually skipped last week's plan with me just because this is a collab with Jessica J. Crew Plans. I feel like my voiceover might be a little bit weird. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, but I feel like it's ultra sensitive. Listen. That's my pop bubbles. My soda bubbles. But yeah, it's just you feel like you can hear everything. But you guys let me know. Also, I have the world's squeakiest chair. So this week I am using the Magic Kit. We did go to Disney this week. It was an impromptu trip. Nick looked at me and was like, you know what? You've been in a really terrible mood for 2 months. How about we go to Disney? And I was like, I can't say no to that one. So we decided to go to Disney. I was super excited to go. It kind of all lined up perfectly because the week prior I had gotten most of my work done. I got all my releases ready. I had already filmed my new releases video, which usually I don't do till Monday or Tuesday. And I had all my videos pre-filmed and edited. I had all of my listings already made for the next week, without even knowing that we were gonna go do something. And I was like, I'm ahead, because whenever I'm in a terrible mood, I like to work, so I was ahead. And whenever he said that, I was like, there's really no reason for me not to. Do you know what I mean? There wasn't oh, well, I have to film my new releases video, I have to do this, that, orders. We were pretty ahead on orders. But so we decided to go, and I decided to switch out my kit. I was going to use the October mystery kit, which was a snowy library theme, and I decided to use that next week, which you guys will see next week. I might start putting these up on Friday though, just because of how long, if I'm doing a rewind and I need to do Sunday, then I have to rush to fill out Sunday and then put all the clips on, which just was an hour and a half of clips. And then I have to, edit it, and then I have to do the voiceover, and then I have to upload it all on Sunday and try and get it up on Monday. So I might start putting my plan with me's up on Friday. So let me know what you guys think about that. Really, it's just an executive decision at my point, so I guess I don't need opinions on it. But I think that's what I'm going to start doing. And I'm also spoiler alert, if you guys didn't see on Instagram, I actually love the way this turned out. I'm gonna probably, until I get tired and need to take a break, because I feel the white space is a little bit easier and quicker for me at least. So I'm probably gonna keep doing the no white space through this spread until I get, I said, tired. But I really like the way it turned out. I was kind of nervous, but also really excited, because if you guys didn't know, no white space was my jam since the beginning of no white space, because that was where it all began. No white space planning. So I was doing that for years, and I only started doing no white space last year. Not last year, the year before last. I think well, it was technically all of last year I did no white space, and then I think maybe December I started it of the year before, which was kind of in my head Jessica's planning style, because I feel Jessica was one of the pioneers of the white space revolution. And now I'm no white space revolution maybe, because I'm high-key digging this spread. So if you guys don't know what the difference between white space and no white space is, no white space is where you fill up your whole planner. You're going to see the difference between, if you watch my normal videos last week or the week before, all of this year, and then this spread, it's just stacked stickers. There is no white space from Monday, from the date cover all the way down to the washi. I think the only thing that I'm going to change next week is I'm going to try doing it that I lay out, if you guys watch my plan with me normally, I lay out the glitter headers in full boxes. This one I kind of did it a la Mandy. I feel if you guys watch Mandy Dream, she kind of puts the full boxes not in a stagger like Jessica, exactly where they should be in the box area, but puts them where they just kind of, you'll see, they're not directly on the boxes, they're just kind of floating around. But I'm going to try putting all of my basics down first and then filling it out and see if that's any easier. Also, whenever I did just one full box, on the bottom or the top, I only used one glitter header, so I feel using another glitter header would take up more space. This is just me thinking out loud, because me explaining this like spread is not going to do anything. Also, I don't know if you could hear Bennett in the background. Yeah, he's doing his thing. I think he was saying pop pop. I don't know if you hear him. But we're currently having our kitchen redone, so we have to kind of like we have to hang out upstairs. So Bennett is in his room, and we have like a gate outside of his room so that he can kind of like go in and out of his room without like going near the stairs. So I think he's chilling like in the gated area outside of his room and just like saying pop up and like hitting stuff on the gate probably. But sorry about that. Our kitchen should be done in like a week or two-ish, so then it'll kind of be normal. Or I try to do voiceovers during his nap, but I was like really like neck deep into a reformat, and I was like, I want to finish this. So he got it from his nap, and I was like, well, it looks like we're doing our voiceover with Bennett 5 feet away from me, but that's okay. So what else? I think I had some questions that I asked for on Instagram because I didn't really want to like explain this spread just because honestly I had no idea what I was doing. And yeah, he's just living his best life. So I asked for some questions because I didn't want to say like, oh, I'm putting down this, and this, because honestly it was a mess. But one thing I wanted to know is there, you're going to see through the video, there is a couple spots that I didn't fill out or put a sticker in. That's because mostly that I didn't put like a character sticker or anything. I am going to grab a couple of stickers from work that I wanted to use in this spread that I didn't have, mostly because I used in my last Disney spread and I forgot to bring home stickers because obviously I wasn't planning on going to Disney. So I'm going to put those in and you guys can see the finished spread when I post it on SPC plans. I have a million Instagrams. Everyone always roasts me for it. I know, it's the worst. But I like categorizing things and having all of my like posts look really pretty. So that's why I have a million Instagrams, and also just because I'm very organized when it comes to that. But let me find these questions. I always forget how to find them on my Instagram. So if you guys want to see the finished spread, just head over there, follow me, and then when I post it, probably in about 3 months because I'm pretty behind, you'll see the full filled out spread. Also, I did use the little bow circle icons with the bow to mark any meals, and then at the kind of towards the middle end of the video, I kind of looked at my spread and was like, that's a lot of like circle bow stickers. They just came out last week. They're super dang cute. They're great for marking like anything, do you know what I mean? Like just put a bow on it and call it a day. But I thought that there was way too many of them. I think there was like 9 on one of the days or something like that, or 6. And I also realized I didn't use a lot of like Disney stickers, so I went ahead and pulled up any of the like more prominent meals, I guess, and replaced those with just like a random Disney sticker. Let's go through some of these questions. I have a ton of them. A ton. So I'm going to just pick random ones, I guess. So let's see. Will you be attending Go Wild this year? I am not attending Go Wild. I'm actually like kind of stepping a little bit back from attending like planner things. Not because I don't love them, but because I feel like very overwhelmed recently. I was supposed to go to Chicago for the Chicago Planner Conference, I think it was. But I just decided that like it just wasn't the time to be traveling. I feel like ever since December, I've been really worn out. So I decided to just send my swag and send my table swag, which I'm really excited for my table swag because it's super cute. But I decided not to go to that. And then I'm kind of like on the fence about going to PlannerCon just because, like I said, I feel like very overwhelmed and very like bogged down almost. Like I feel like I've been traveling a lot and like it just... like, I have to get ahead to travel, and then when I get home, I feel behind, and then it's, like, a catch-up before and a catch-up after, and, like, it's just, like, a whole thing. But I am not going to Go Wild. Like I said, I don't even know if I'm going to the PlannerCon. I would like to, but I'm just going to kind of, like, keep it up in the air to my mood. But as for Go Wild, I will be in the area. I will be in Vegas. It is Marg's bachelorette party, which is super exciting. I will be traveling for that. I'm definitely going to Vegas. Like, I can't not go because it's her bachelorette party, and then it's also Jessica's birthday. So I will be in Vegas. We are going to be hosting a meetup. I'm going to kind of look at the Go Wild schedule so that we're not like impeding on any of y'all's activities, but we'll let you know, like we'll post on our Instagrams where we're going to be ahead of time so that you guys can come meet us. I think like obviously Marg's gonna be there, Jessica, I think Amanda's coming. Like it's gonna be a real good time. But yeah, so I'm not going to be going to Go Wild, but I will be in the area. So if you wanted to meet me or meet Jessica or meet Amanda, or I don't know who else, like everyone else is coming, but Kirsten will be home with a newborn. But it's going to be really exciting. So definitely stay tuned for that. I'm also, the only other like definite travel I have planned is I am going to be going to Marg's wedding. So that will be another large travel to Vancouver. Let's see. What is your favorite ride at Disney? My favorite ride is Space Mountain. Nick's favorite ride is Haunted Mansion, and then Bennett's favorite ride is Pirates of the Caribbean. Whenever we got off of it, each time we got off of it, Bennett clapped, which means again. So he wanted to go on it again. So we did go on it 3 times while we were at Disney, which was kind of a lot, but it was really cute because he like is really excited about it. Like he doesn't get excited about any other ride. He's like, okay. He has very just like a non-excited face, but whenever he's on Pirates, he like laughs and he like looks around and he's really still. Like normally he's like trying to get up and like he's like over it, but he's like watches everything and laughs and like he's very into it. And then we get off the ride and he claps and that means again. So he really likes it. Let's see. Just let me know I've been on Instagram for 30 minutes today. If you guys didn't know, you can set alarms that let you know whenever you're on Instagram for too long. So I've been on for 30 minutes. Will you ever be hiring, and how can I interview? Currently, we are not hiring. We are full staff at SPC. I always talk about how I have the dream squad right now. I feel like we all work really well together. I feel like everything just moves at the perfect like pace. We're currently trying to get ahead right now because Brian and Kirsten will be off for a little bit with maternity and paternity. So, and we are going to be moving. So we're trying to get ahead right now and it is very exciting. All kinds of good stuff happening at SPC. I'm like currently working on Christmas stuff right now, which seems crazy, but I kind of think that like, you know, I was like maybe like 5 months ahead on Christmas last year and it was like fine. But I feel like I could have been more ahead. You know what I mean? Because I feel like right now I'm like coming down from Christmas. So I still have like Christmas inspiration. It's kind of hard in, you know, July to have Christmas inspiration. But I have Christmas inspiration right now because it just happened. So trying to get as ahead as possible. Let's see. When are the new foil items from the Organizing Emily sticker video coming to the shop? So you guys seem to really like that video. A lot of you guys just thought the music was kind of creepy, which honestly, whenever I was listening to it, I was just like kind of at peace with the music. I didn't think it was creepy at all, but I can kind of see how it kind of has like haunted, kind of spooky vibes. But you guys seem to be really liking that video. I'm going to take a sip of this drink. Listen. There's less bubbles now because it's not a new pop, but you know what I mean. It's so good. You guys seem to be really liking that video. That was kind of like the beginning, and then I do have a full video of foil and a full video of character stickers along with Emily's reaction to her newly organized stash. And it's funny because it was a very like roasting Emily's stash video, which I think is hilarious, and she thought it was hilarious too. But one of the new stickers coming to the shop, I've mentioned before that when it comes to foil, I always have about 50, I would say maybe sometimes even more releases. Like not saying like if I had like a glitter header like overlay or something and there's 3 different colors, that's 3 different releases. No, I have like 50 different releases in multiple foil colors plus wiggles and things. Like we just got a huge foil order. I did like post a picture of it on Instagram. It was so big. But I personally don't like releasing things as soon as they come in. I know a lot of like shops are always like, Andrea, how do you like people who own shops are like, how do you like not release things as soon as they come in? I like have issues with like as soon as something comes in I want to release it. I just like have this fear of like running out of things to release. So for me, like I do have all these foil items and everyone's like, why don't you just release them? Like why wait? Because the foil does take a really long time to come in. It's not like a kit where like I'll I'll like design it and then put all the files together, send it over, print it, release it. It could be in 3 days. It could be finished. When it comes to foil, it's like I have to design it and then I have to send it to the manufacturer and then they have to produce it and then they have to ship to me. Right now I'm looking at a 3-month turnaround right now. So I personally like to have a lot of releases lined up, and who knows what I'm going to run out of foil ideas. So I don't want to release, like 100 foil items and then have nothing to release for 3 months. And also I don't want to like kind of clog up the order pulling. I don't like releasing a ton of things at once, especially like things that are similar. Emily does do order fulfillment, and it does get kind of confusing whenever you have a bunch of items that kind of look the same, release at the same time. That's why I haven't done like more than one script really at the same time, because they kind of like look the same on the like everything. They look the same, so that's why I don't release things so close together and so many at a time, and I do kind of wait to release things based on like what we have going on. In some weeks, like maybe I won't have any kits one week and I'll do like a huge foil release or something like that. But so I hope that better answers your question about the stickers coming to the shop. Also, like I don't really plan too far ahead as far as my foil releases. I have on my left drawer on my desk, I have a drawer on what's my left drawer? I don't know. And it has all of my unreleased product in it. And usually whenever I'm filming my new release video, I'll go in and kind of look at the kits that I'm releasing and then see like, okay, if I only have 2 kits I'm releasing, then maybe I could release like a washi, and then I'll do like 3 foil items and see if there's any other products I could release. And then sometimes whenever I have like 4 kits, I'll be like, I'm just going to release like 2 foil items and just pull those out. So that's kind of where I'm at with like my foil releases and things like that. Let's see. How did you get started in planning? So I started planning a while ago. I feel like it was kind of in the blossoming part of the like current planner community. Obviously the planner community has been like a thing for I don't even know if the community, but planning has been a thing for a really long time. Obviously we all had planners in school and stuff like that. But when it comes to sticker planning, I was thinking I was working as like a hostess. I might have had a couple jobs then. I don't remember if I still had my other job. But I was working as a hostess and I was on Facebook, and I was like, I think I might have saw a video on YouTube of somebody like hauling a planner. They weren't like sticker planning, but it was just like an Erin Condren planner. And then I was on Facebook, and I think maybe like, I don't even really know. I wish I would have like remembered, or like when I started my business, like wrote down like a little like how it all began type thing, because it all just kind of like happened. I just started making stickers, and then it just turned into a huge thing that was like my job, and it's just the rest is history. It's just, I saw a YouTube video, I went on Facebook, I joined some Facebook groups, and then I was like, I can make something for this, because I did have like a graphic design background. Some of these aren't questions, they're just like really sweet comments, so thank you if you just like wrote something cute, which was nice. What is your normal Starbucks order? My normal Starbucks order is a venti iced chai with 2 extra pumps, which sometimes can be really, really chai-y, but most of the times they do weak pumps, so it's like a good amount of chai. So that's what I get. I don't like coffee, so I stick to chai, which I do love quite a bit. It's very like spicy, which is my fave. Let's see. Do you ever get tired of planning? Yes, sometimes I do. I think it's less that I get tired and more just I'm tired, like just in general in life, and I'm just like, I want to go downstairs and just sit on the couch and watch something on Netflix for like 4 days, which I never actually do, but I try. I watch like 4 episodes and then I'm like, okay, I'll go back to planning. I feel like I got into a really big rut probably like 2 years into planning, which I think I'm like almost 5 years into planning now. But 2 years into planning, I got into a little bit of a rut. I don't really have even a planner that like I used through that year. I just kind of like did a lot of like mock spreads and things like that. And I feel like just sometimes just like taking a break is nice. I do kind of like suggest that like if you plan on still planning like in the future, to kind of like you know, jot down the things that you are doing, even if you're not going to like full on plan, even if it's just in your phone, just in case you do want to like rewind, you like don't have to like do a ton of research onto what you did. That's my only thing, is just take a break, but also still like, you know, track what you're doing, just in case you want to kind of like go back and can like plan those weeks, you know. Why are you doing a no white space challenge? Jessica and I, whenever she was here for Christmas, I don't remember what we were watching. We were watching a YouTube video, and I was like, oh my goodness, we should do a no white space challenge. I don't even remember what the video was, but we were like, that would be so fun. Jessica never really planned no white space. We tried doing like a mock one before. I think it was like on a Facebook Live or an Instagram Live or something. It turned out pretty terribly. Like it was just a mess. We didn't know what was going on. But we thought that'd be fun. Just a little challenge to do. We do have another collab coming up in June that's even funnier. It's not a no white space one, but it's funny. I'm not going to get to all these for sure because we're running out of time. Let's see. How are you feeling, and will there be a 3-year bundle? I'm feeling okay, and there will be a 5-year bundle, and it's going to be amazing. But that's everything for this video. I'm sorry I didn't get to the rest of the questions. I probably only answered like a 10% of them, not even. But let me know if you guys want me to do this in the future instead of like talking about what I'm doing. If there's ever like a week that I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing, so I'm just going to answer questions. But hope you guys like this video. I will be doing a voiceover for my other plan with me, and that'll be last week, but it'll be up a different week. But I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye!